In this video session, we'll see how the pricing procedure is determined in SD sales order. Yeah. So basically, okay. So let's start. Let's see. Let's start with creating a sales order. We'll go to transaction VA01 and we'll try to create a debit memo request. So debit memo request is one type of sales order, and here we can take a notice that okay, this is our sales area data, so this is important. So 1010 and 10, this is our distribution channel and division. Okay, and we can hit enter. So now what we can do, we can provide as a customer. So we can say okay, this is our customer. So when I try to we are trying to create a SD order, which is a debit request, one type of sales order for this customer, and once you press enter, it says that no pricing procedure could be determined. So now the pricing procedure determination will happen. So we'll see how exactly we can do this. So okay, I don't want to save, so we can take a note that so what we are trying to do. So here we are trying to pricing procedure determination as the sales order. So we have the sales of is 1000, we have distribution channel is 10, division is 10, and we are trying to create a order type is we are trying to create a sales order of type DR debit memo request, and our customer is 491000. This is what the customer is. Yes, this is our customer. Yeah. So for this, no pricing procedure is determined. So how to set up that? Okay. So very first we have to go to, okay, let's go to SPRO, and we have to navigate to sales and distribution. Then we have basic functions and we have pricing. So all the major parts of the pricing is configured here, and we can go to pricing control. So here we defined all the condition tables, condition types, everything. So this is the if you see here, this is the measure one, define and assign pricing procedure. That means here we can define a pricing procedure and we can assign the pricing procedure. So yeah, we can go to here. So very first we have to decide that okay, so very first we have to define so something called uh, uh, maintain pricing procedures. So we should have a pricing procedure ready. So we'll okay, our target, so the by standard SAP provides one of the pricing procedure, let's say RVAA01, and it has all the condition types, everything. So we'll utilize this pricing procedure. Our target is, so we say that okay, we need pricing procedure as this one. Okay, now how this pricing procedure will be calculated, that we have to see. So we have say okay, this one. So now there is something called define customer pricing procedure. So let's go this one. So here if you can see here, there are, so this is the different customer pricing procedures. Okay, so what could be happen, so a company can deal with different customers, and for different customers the price can be calculated differently. So here we have to say what is the customer pricing procedure. Okay, and this customer pricing procedure must be assigned to the customer master. So let's open in another window, XD03. So this is our customer. So if you see our things, we tried for the customer. So 49100. So for each of the customer, so ideally we have to set a customer pricing procedure. So here you can define any more thing, z, y, x, whatever you want. And okay, you can go to customer, and the customer is defining this sales area. That is what we are trying to. Okay, we have the sales area 1000, 10 and 10, and we can go hit okay. So now in this one the customer could have that is a general data, and we have sales area data. And if you see here, so in this case the customer, so this is the first step. So the customer pricing procedure, so here it has to be assigned to the customer. Okay, so now in this case the customer pricing procedure is 1. Okay, so we define now the customer pricing procedure for 491,000 is 1. So this is the first thing we have to do. Yeah. So I can close this one. Again I will go back. So now there is something called document pricing procedure. So you can see what is that, what is a document pricing procedure. If you see, so similarly for customer pricing procedure, we can have a document pricing procedure. Document pricing procedure basically says, okay, this is the kind of order you are creating. We can create contracts, we can create orders, we can create different types of we can have service orders or something. So here just we can create a document pricing procedure, something like this. So in turn what we have to do, this document now so in our case we are creating a order type is DR, debit memo request, where this is one kind of sales order creating. So this document pricing procedure, if you see, there's something called A, B, C, D and lot many more. The customer can define their own also, and we can go back. So now the second part is the document pricing procedure should be assigned to the order type. So if you click on here, so what we are trying to do, we are trying to create an order DR. So what we are doing here, if you see here, so now so we say that this is so we are creating this document sales order type DR, and it has to be assigned to one of the document pricing procedure. Yeah, so once defined, so this is the next step. So now document pricing procedure for DR is A. So we have to maintain this customer ID. Okay, so let's go back. So now we have a customer pricing procedure is set, we have a document pricing procedure is set. Now the next thing is now, so here I can say, okay, and we have the sales area, this one. Okay, and we have the sales area, and so what we can do, we can we can go to assign document pricing procedure. Okay, no, so this is for the billing type, we don't need because we are dealing with the orders. So finally we can say, okay, define pricing procedure determination, we can go to here. So here if you see here, so what we need basically here, we need the sales org, the distribution channel, the division. This is the document pricing procedure, and this is the customer pricing procedure. So and then finally we need a pricing procedure. So here we can go a new entry, and we can say that, okay, our sales area data is, we can give 10 and 10, and for we can say, okay, what is the document pricing procedure? The document pricing procedure, we want to create a DR, debit request, and the document pricing procedure is for that is A. And for the customer, we want to create an order for this customer, and this customer is having this customer pricing procedure is 1. We can say, and we say that, okay, we can have multiple pricing procedure, and we say that, okay, we need to have this one. Okay, RV0001, so we can get it from here also. So we say that, okay, this is the pricing procedure is determined. So what we can do, we can save it. So we said that. That means, so when we create a order that belongs to this sales area, and we create some kind of different kind of documents, and if you create a document DR, and from that it picks up, okay, the document pricing procedure is A, and if we give this is the customer, and for this customer it picks up, okay, one is the document pricing customer pricing procedure, and then finally from this combination it derives that, okay, this is the pricing procedure which has to be picked up. So we can go back, so this is what happened. So either we can come to the customizing, otherwise we can go to transaction OVKK and directly, and here we can directly come into the pricing procedure determination screen without going to the IMG. So this is how the pricing procedure which is set. So now let's try to create another order. Okay, so let's try to create another order here. So we'll go to transaction VA01, and what we can do, we will try same thing. So now we click on, so now if you see there is no error. Previously we have an error here, and we can say this is the customer and this is the PO01, and here, and if you give this one and target count is 1, if you see, and obviously for this material we have maintained the condition records in VK11 transaction, so that the pricing is for the condition type this pricing is picked up. And if we go to the item conditions, and basically if you see here it finds some price, and if you go to the analysis, what we can see here, okay, so this pricing procedure is determined RV0001. So that is what is said here. So this is this is how the pricing procedure is determined in SD sales order. Thank you.